Hey, so we're on to the next step, which is adding our site. So in the first video that I showed you, which is kind of the welcome and get logged into the dashboard, I had you download this WordPress plugin here on the top left, which basically is the manager. It's the thing that establishes communication between the WP Stress-Free dashboard and the WordPress website that you want to add. And so what you have to do is download this plugin and then go to your WordPress website and upload the plugin and activate it. And then we'll go through the step of adding the site into the dashboard. Okay, so it's just a few steps, and then once you're done with that, really, 99% of this stuff that you need to do for your website you can do right from this dashboard. And as you add more and more sites in here, then it just gets easier and easier because you can take care of things in bulk. You can easily get to any individual websites, plugins, themes, that kind of thing, and do it all from one dashboard rather than logging in independently to each of your sites. So that's the beauty of this thing. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, download this plugin. It's going to just, if I click it, you can just put it in your downloads folder, for example. Okay, and then just remember where it's at. Okay, and then we'll upload it onto our blog. So I'm going to go over here to the WP Stress-Free site, and we'll go ahead and add the plugin. So let me go to install plugins here. It's already added on mine, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So here's the process. All you'll have to do is click Add New. Okay. And then we're just going to upload a plugin. And then all you have to do is go find that file that you just downloaded, that WP Stress-Free plugin that you just downloaded to your downloads folder. You just click Upload, choose File, go to Downloads, grab the plugin, say Open. I've already got it installed, and then Install Now. Okay, so just do those steps, and that's going to bring you to the Install Plugins page after that finishes. And then make sure you activate the plugin as well. So mine's already active, and you can see it here, but if yours looks like this WP Spam Shield plugin where it says activate, you just want to make sure it's active. So if everything is right, if you've got it set up just right, it should say deactivate. It should look just like what you see here on this page on the screen. Okay, and then you'll also have a WP Stress-Free over here on the menu. And this one's important, so we'll click that. Okay, and this is where we enter our API key. Okay, and so that's going to be our next step over here in the dashboard, is add a site. So let's do that. Let's name it. Okay, and all right, there it is. Now I can add it to a new group. So let's do that. Let's create a new group called Personal. Okay, and then since I have the developer version, I could also create clients and organize my blogs and WordPress websites by client as well, which is cool because, for example, I may have some personal blogs, I may have some business blogs, which I do, and so I may put those in separate groups, but I can also create myself as a client, or I can do this for someone else, and then I can easily find all of my websites by client, right? So even though some of my clients or some of my sites may be in different groups, they all belong to one client. So that's kind of a cool feature. So I'm just going to say add site, and then what's going to happen is you'll get this message, you've successfully added, and then you just need to activate the plugin and enter the API key. Well, we already activated the plugin, so let's just get this key. Now the quick way you can do this, whether you're on a Mac or on a PC, is just double click that code there and then hit Control C or Command C to copy it to the clipboard, or you could just right click and say copy, right? And then we'll go over here to WordPress, and we've got the WP Stress Free plugin open by clicking on it over here in the left menu, in the left navigation menu. So we just click there, and then we get this page where we can enter that key. Now I'm just going to say paste and save. Okay, so that's all set. Now I can just go back over here to the dashboard, and all I have to do is click close, and that's going to refresh the page and it's going to add the site. Now there's another thing you could do here, which is I could activate automatically. Now that may sound tempting as well, so the other option here, instead of doing the API key like I just showed you, is you click this button and enter your WordPress username and password for the site. Now I use a 3-part authentication on most of my sites, so this doesn't work because it's missing one of the bits. It's made to work with just the standard login page, so no problem. And so I can cancel out of that, and that closes it. But you can see that it's basically been added and connected. And now, once that's done, I can basically get to the dashboard here within WP Stress Free and start managing the site. Okay, so it shows me how many plugins and themes are on there. I can go and see if there's any themes, plugins, or WordPress upgrades that need to be done. And that's all good. So I'll stop there and make sure that you've kind of followed all these steps. And you know, I think it's a good time to just kind of pause on the videos and go ahead and start adding a whole bunch of your sites in here, because that's really when the power of this tool comes into play, is when you've got multiple sites and you can start bulk updating plugins across all your sites without having to log into them and stuff. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video, and thanks for joining me.